Hey YouTube, this is Sam. Here's a video that I promised like 3-4 months ago whenever they first came out. I got rid of that deck, but I ended up picking it up again.
Tell them what deck you picked back up, Sam.
It's Sylvans, as you can tell. And
that sexy tree.
Trees are sexy as fuck. But anyways, let's get to the profile. I will explain what they do just for newcomers. 3-stage Koya.
What that hoe do?
When he's once per turn, you can mill it. You can exit the top card of your deck if it's a plant sent to the grave. If it's not, sent to the bottom of the deck. But whenever he's excavated, you can get one Sylvan spell or trap card from your graveyard and add it back to your hand.
And what's your usual target?
Normally, it's hopefully charity.
Yeah, charity. Reuse that charity.
And 2 Hermitries.
Why you running 2?
2 Hermitries.
2 Hermitries. Well, it's only needed 2 in the Synchro build right now, but there's reasons why I'm running it 2. Now, before this sport came out, I ran it 3. I ran this motherfucker at 3.
I didn't run a 3.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
I got that.
But
I got the rare.
You have any
anyways,
dead hands for the 3?
not with Sylvania in the hand, no. Not on the field, no.
I'm pricing.
But
Alright.
when he's on the field, you can once per turn you can exit the top card of your deck. If it's a plant, you draw a card. If it's not, back to the bottom of the deck. And then when he's excavated from the deck, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your deck, arrange them in any order you want to, and then put them back on top of the deck, of course.
So it basically sets you up for your other excavations.
Yep. And then 2 Martial Leaf.
Why are you running 2?
Couldn't find room for a 3rd, to be honest. Plus, I only have 2, so I only had to work with what I got.
Did you really find it dead at 3 if you ever had it at 3?
No.
Would you run it at 3 if you had a 3rd?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, yeah, you need that.
But anyways, what he does when he's normal summoned, you can choose a number between 1 or 2, excavate that many, any plants go to the grave, any non-plants go to the bottom of the deck. But when he's excavated, destroy a fucking monster.
Yeah, if you play Liberators.
So if they have a nice little
I'm a visual
uh,
person.
Exciton Knight on the field. Bye.
Alright, next card.
Next card is Co-Mushroom. I would run this at 3 too if I had the 3rd one.
Alright, with hands and everything running around like that, do you think it's a good idea to keep it
Well,
at
he
2?
destroys spells and traps.
That's what I'm saying, because with hands at 1 or 2, you can hit, you can hit things in the back row.
Yeah.
And if they're playing hat, you're gonna activate them off.
But what he does is when he's flip face up, you can choose the number between 1 and 5, excavate that many cards, and as I've said, any plants go to the grave, any non go to the bottom of the deck. But when he's excavated, he destroys a spell or trap on the field. And now to the next monster is 2 Peacekeeper. What he does is when he's normal summoned, normal or special summoned, you can excavate the top part of your deck, and as again, plants go to the grave, non go to the.
You don't have to keep saying that. We get it now.
But when he's excavated, you get the special summon a level 4 or lower plant that monster from your graveyard. Next is Flower Knight. Flower Knight, what he does is when he's normal summoned, you can excavate the top card of your deck, and you get the idea. But when he's excavated, you can stack 1 Sylvan card from the deck, or you can stack 1 Sylvan card from your deck to the top of your deck.
Yeah.
So if you want charity, you stack that motherfucking charity. Next monster, 1 Cherub Sprout. When he's special summoned, he's only good when he's special summoned, but when he's excavated, you can special summon a level 1 plant monster from your deck. So copy plant, a Peacekeeper if you fucking want to, or if you want to troll the fuck out of people, just summon a fucking Princess Sprout.
Yeah.
And Princess Sprout, she's good. What you can do, you can tribute her and put 1 Sprout monster on top of your deck, which means you can put Cherub Sprout on top. But when she's excavated, you can call number between 1 and 8. She becomes that level, and she special summons to the field. So therefore, is your
So I can set you up rank 7s, rank 8 players.
yeah, or any rank you want to. But
Just whatever you got out.
next, that's for all the Sylvan stuff. Next is Lone Fire Blossom.
2.
Enough said.
Enough said.
Tribute
No,
that hoe, get another
If
one.
you don't know what it does, you're fucking stupid.
At this point, just to make it easy for everybody, you tribute this hoe, get one of these hoes.
Yeah.
That's basically what this
And
do.
then next is the Plant Engine. Dandelion. Spore. And coffee plant.
I didn't care.
No explanation, but if you need one, use a plant on the field. He comes at level.
In short, better version of the princess if you ain't.
And then I like this guy a little bit because you can save his ass. 1 Nettles. Plus he can help you with Quasar. Woo! And then that's all of the plants. Next is 2 Curry Bandits.
2 curries.
You liking it too, Sam?
Yes, I like it at 2. 3 was over a clock. And then for the last monster, 1 Debris Dragon. I was in my last build I had Debris Dragon in here too, but when I first got him up again, I didn't have Debris in it, and I played in Madison, and there was times where I needed this card big time to win. If I'd have had this in my deck, I could have won. Okay, now that's all for the monsters. That's a lot of monsters.
How many monsters total?
And now, next is the spells. 3 Sylvan Charity.
24 monsters total.
Okay, that was 24 monsters. Okay, now for the spells. 3 Sylvan Charity. What you do is you draw 3 cards, then you reveal 2 cards, at least 1 Sylvan card, and put them on top of your deck in any order. But if you don't have any Sylvan cards in your hand, you reveal your whole hand. You put them all of them back on the top of the deck in any order. So this card has a terrible drawback.
Yeah, but most of the time, since you got mostly Sylvan monsters,
Yeah.
you don't really have to worry
Next
about
is 2 Mount Sylvania. If you don't know, what you can do is you can discard one turn. You can discard 1 plant type monster from your hand
or a monster on the field.
or field, and then you can stack 1 Sylvan card monster on top of your deck. So therefore, sets up your plays as normal. And then during each of your end phase, your opponent's end phase, you can next put the top card of your deck. If the planet goes to the grave, if it's not, you can choose to either put it on top or bottom of the deck. So at least it gives you a choice. Next is 3 Miracle Fertilizer.
If you don't know what it do, you don't.
Once per turn, you can special summon 1 plant type monster from your graveyard, but you cannot normal summon that turn. In my last build, I was running Zephyros because of the fucking combo with this shit.
No, not that one.
If you could find room for the Zephyros, would you run it again?
Yeah. And then next 2 Super Solar Nutrients.
Basically, beefed up version of this hoe right here.
Yeah. What this does is that you contribute 1 level 2 or lower plant type monster, and special on a plant type monster with the level +3 from your equal to the tribute monster's level +3 from your hand or deck. So what you do is you summon Peacekeeper. If you don't get shit off Peacekeeper, activate this Peacekeeper, Lone Fire.
Continues.
And yeah. Then next is of course 2 Soul Charge. If you don't know what this does, you're an idiot.
Where you been the last month?
Exactly. Quit hiding in your mom's closet and masturbating.
You.
If you do that.
Sticky.
But for the last spell, Foolish Spirit.
Look anything like Blaster Blade.
I wasn't running this in Madison either. There was a time where I needed this so bad. I needed a Spore Engrave. It cost me the game. If I'd have had this and Debris in my deck, I would have at least done better than 4-4 in Madison. But that's
it for spells.
That is 13 spells. And the only traps that I have is Bottomless Compulse Support. I'm thinking about taking these out and putting in Decrease.
Burn.
Next is the extra deck.
Unless I get more support.
I only have 5 Exceed, so here they go. Belgrand,
Everybody knows what this does.
RTFC, Araya. What you can do with what this does is you can contribute 1 plant type monster, send 1 plant type monster from your field or from your hand. Look at that top that many cards of your deck. Put them in any order. Then once you're done, you can detach. Call number from 1 to 3. Any exilate that many. Any plants go to grave, you get the thing, but any spells done. But every plant that is sent to the graveyard by that effect, exilate to the grave to that effect, you can bounce that many cards from the field back to the hand. Next is Draco Sack.
RTFC.
If you don't know what this does, you're a fucking retard.
RTFC.
Yeah, basically.
That's very
I am
harsh.
mean.
He getting him.
Plus, I'm hyper.
Get him.
Okay, now Big Eye.
Were you wanting this from?
And then next, Alcé.
I'll say it's Alcé.
What he does, since the cameraman Jables is always confused about this card,
You can explain
what
to
he
me
does
like
is you can call the top card of your deck. If you get it wrong, it goes to the grave. If you get it right, it goes to your hand. But if the card is sent, from the deck to the graveyard, you can detach one material, and choose 1 card on the field to put it on the top or bottom of the deck.
Word.
And now for the synchros. Let's get these bitches out of the way. Next is synchros, 1 Quasar.
How much do you think?
Yep,
these
that's
are
it.
worth?
The way to summon this is open up Lone Fire and Soul Charge. I have done it, but next turn end up going to the grave.
Or
Tribute summon.
Because one of our team members, Brandon Lewis, aka Ganondorf, what he did is he summoned Doulahan. Half his effect I negate, he soul exchanges. So I'm like, fuck. So
Yeah.
there went Quasar. Next is Shooting Star.
Because yeah.
Because if they remove that from the field, summon him, but Soul Exchange stops that.
Misses timing.
It's his timing. Next is Star Eater. Read the fucking card. Leo, you know why.
Leo cool.
There's a left part of it too.
Crimson Blader.
And the
Fucks a
front
bunch of
column
stuff
supposed
that,
to
of
be
course,
it.
summons level 5 or higher.
Then
Mirror match.
they
Yeah.
get
Stardust,
second boost.
Black Rose. I want a German one.
Schwarzer Rosendrock.
Yes, I want a Schwarzen Rosendrock. Next is Librarian. Or let's just say called the last 3 the Quasar monsters. Librarian, Catastor, and Formula. There's the extra deck.
Oh yeah.
Now the side deck.
Side deck for the most part is irrelevant, but you can show it if you want.
Well, actually, this is the one I ran in regionals and it did pretty good. I fucked Hat in the ass with no lube. I went in dry. I had him bite the pillow.
Bite the pillow.
2 quarantine. Fucked Hat. That's all I gotta say.
Get him.
And I fucked a random ass Blue Eyes deck that I faced last round. I need to get me a couple of these. All these cards in this side deck I'm borrowing from a teammate right now, but I'm gonna try to get them off of him. 2 Effect Baylor.
1, 2.
If you already know what it does, no explaining. But if you don't know what Quarantine does, neither player can special summon light monsters. Therefore, fucked Hat. Next is 2 deck lockdowns. Decks that like to search a lot and special summon from the deck. Neither player can do it, but it's like Swords of Concealing after the second standby phase, it's gone. Next is Forbidden Chalice. I didn't side this for some odd reason. I should have sided this against Hat, to be honest. I wasn't thinking. But anyways, I still won that match. I fucking in the
It's
ass.
like
That's
really,
it.
it's like 4 or 5 o'clock.
3 Royal Decrees. Woo! This card,
Not to wake
I
up
love
because
it.
I can't.
Fuck burn.
I fucked a lot of decks that had traps. I fucked my Dolces with this shit. I fucked Hat with this shit.
Burn, you fuck burn too.
Yeah, I fucked Burn too. Today, actually. Next is 2 Dust Tornado. Didn't side it at all.
What?
Well, I did once, but it didn't go too well with me because the fucking person traps them. And then last, 2 Magic Deflectors for Noble Knights, Black Wings, Prophecy,
Etc.
etc. Anything that has continuous, equip, build, and quick play spells.
Anything but normals.
Yeah, and then 2 tokens. Well, there's my deck profile of
Does anyone
Sylvans.
have an MST for trade?
Nah, man.
If
Did I get to look through this?
I'm trying to figure out a way to add these motherfuckers in here.
Rose Archers. Jeff Jones.
I need 3.
Did I get 5 knockouts?
Oh, baby.
I mean, if you want to use you 5 times and get the MST,
But
I'll do
if
it.
you have any suggestions of what I should take out for these, leave them below. And also like our fan page on Facebook. And then don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Peace.